lines are back in spine of any track that I'm the mastermind behind, designed with total perfection. Each selection a dialect that I elect, expectedly a sick literary collection, etching each syllable and breath coordinately, yet in extraordinary fashion to make applauding me accordingly fitting. Splitting, sitting, duck MCs, heads in half with just one paragraph's rough draft. I have my laugh at the lethargically half-hearted script. You suckers' lips let slip on the loose, but I'm no longer amused by these amateurs who all squawk that all too common talk of how they keep it real and an appeal to just pop like a cork on the scene and walk away with the cream instead of scrubbing up their semen and coming clean like oxyacetylene. Torches, I just scorch these nauseous newcomers who put on fronts like porches. Nowadays you got more rappers than you got fucking fans. Nowadays you got more rappers than you got fucking fans. I'm tired of seeing open mic sessions overrun by dud crews, flooding the piece of steel with that cumbersome spiel of crud that spews out with each mouthful of poor flows. And all those acts with pre-recorded formats and tacky floor shows, scoring low scale grades. Nowadays there's more frail brigades invading the states and blades on the esplanade, parading their plate raps that lack nuts like spade catch. You might catch us more waste than kids, bibs and placemats, but I just embrace the whack dire straight jargon flyweight spit with shit as complex as carbohydrates and rich with consistency. My lyrical abilities driven beyond the norm when I perform. The system splits in three. I'm all for new talent, but you haven't even developed basic training techniques yet expect to get respect like a vet, letting leak them weak flows. It shows no thought process. You ought to be ashamed like getting caught in cross-dress. Nowadays you got more rappers than you got fucking fans. Nowadays you got more rappers than you got fucking fans. Nowadays you got more rappers than you got fucking fans. Now I contort and twist each little bit of wit I write till it sits nice, precisely in sync, sticking like skin tight, skimpy skirts, grip a chick's butt. The tracks that we stitched up, you're the plated sheet of rap slaps. That's why you keep your beats pitched up, poetic whiz. I bury pathetic kids who kick about as real as prosthetic limbs and still got enough nerve to stuff mics with tough words. You gagging like the first time a chick sucks or puffs herb, thinking that stuff you blurt out spurs a crowd. And now I got the word out, next open mic you want allowed on. So save your charades for the game, mighty graph parades and raps are played more than tracks and cuts from Ladi-Dadi made and hardly laid. Much of a strategically structured set of lyrics, just some gimmicks stricken uninventive. Shit just suckers mimic them more like a child with a pet, just sporting styles more than Westie sets and flannelette. Bunch of amateurs, you're all the same to me, yeah. Bunch of amateurs, you're all the same to me. Nowadays you got more rappers, bunch of amateurs. Nowadays you got more rappers, bunch of amateurs. You're all the same to me, yeah. When I switch the ignition on and slip the transmission in the first flows burst from this rapper like bogged down the crap of the morning after a big night on the grog, and my style sticks out like my dick in Speedo swimming tops. You get the dogs that bark, I get that pussy that purrs, but save that I got you babe. Shit for Sonny and Shirt, that whole love serenades played and worn. I'd rather get laid by some French maid who's into pornographics. stopping more than traffic with my rap shit. The crowd gets so ecstatic they do handstands and backflips, and I mac chicks at the strips with my man Rob. Or you scan dodgy lanes for 10 bob hand jobs. Fans mob cause it doesn't take long when Trem's on for word to spread around like mamas making cantong and tampons. Can't stand my flow when I rant on. I fuck more stunts and hand plans done on the ramp wrong. They can't keep their pants on when I stand on the platform ripping mics with man, that's the raw shit. I'm bored with seeing more dickheads spit than porn flick horse lips and force kids to fall for wars with my chords if their basic fundamentals lack. Say you paid your dues, that's all theory. I'm yet to see the crack, and my raps hit you harder than smack from inner city penny parlors. You soft like a koala in the gala event of the year. We'll see my name heading the bill cause I attract more crowds in a pub with free refills. So sit and be still like bad boy Bubby cause my style's fat as fuck and yours isn't even chubby past the stubby. So I can finish off getting pissed. Shout to Ebrays and formulators, little Chris. Now Brattles, if you like to hit the spliff, spear tins and skins.
Hey Trem, let me drop him a gem. My rhyme stems from worn out pens and ends, and it all depends when's. Let me lend you a verse and I'll slur words superb. First to emerge from the rubble, I'm subtle, my stubble hurt worst. You muddled your verbs, jerks, up and down like a crossword. I rock slurb work cause I got her skirt at the foot of my bed. Better believe what I said, check the microphone best. Blessed and not taking no head rest. My composition leaves MCs blur vision and experienced. You hearing this, listen, don't look so serious, numb tongue. You can't even run one. I'll stun sons and daughters will slaughter dumb punks. Pardon the punk, punch drunk in the funk or derelict in the range. You're electrically charged by the symmetrical smart in my brain. Hard to obtain, my claim to fame is the right trains. To flip phrases in ways that left my elders with growing pain. No show and shame, throw a flame. Furious clips will leave you sick. The lyricist caressing the crucifix. It's a Melbourne storm in your left in the swim with Michael Klim. While my vocal swarm tearing at your limbs. Limited trim, timid and slim, you won't win. So just touch kid and trust Strut or bust. And plus it's lung busting, half and puff all you want. It's a lyrical assault, pull pretenders in blenders and send them to heaven in bulk. Cold, the hard facts as you're told, controls crack and crumble, bubble and doubling past your souls hacked and humbled. Nuff Said, Strut and Trem, honestly they trying to peep our rhyme techniques. Technology traps and terminates, crushes vertebrae. Words I say deserve the praise, observe the pages of vinyl plays. Your spirit slate appearing in a clearance from the zone. They call me Brad, I write poems and poems through microphones.
Isn't it funny how these cats lack the basics? Funny how these cats lack the basics. Isn't it funny how these cats lack the basics? Isn't it funny how these cats lack the basics? Funny how these cats lack the basics. Isn't it funny how these cats lack the basics? Basics like rhyming on time too.
Saturday at Prowla, just kicking with a sixer of liquor. Few pals perving on moles. My man's introduced me to this golden brown tan blonde haired stunning honey who left my dick hard and hard runny. Softly spoken, soaking wet with good looks, armed with charm, a grammar, pleasant manners, a good cook who was timid and quiet, yet a right in the bed as well as telling me she loved me. There was mentions of wedding bells and bows. I forked out cash for expensive motels and clothes, even turning down a string of jealous hoes just to be with this one chick. My friend used to dump shit on me, said I'm a dumb freak having one dip, but I couldn't care less. Possessed by the fluorescent smile a doll gave, a slave for her I was obsessed and craved, till one day a whole attitude switched. She thought that Melrose was real and her I was the rude bitch, too good for the likes of me, said she wasn't right for me, and had the nerve to scout her. Now she cut me off spitefully, rightfully so. It hit hard at first, the start was by far the worst bit, and shit I even thought my heart had burst, but I can see clearly now the pain is gone. And
now she's the one who's the lonely girl. I used to be in love with this bitch. How most attitudes real rude with fat ass. I used to be in love. I used to be in love with this bitch. I used to be in love with this bitch. How most
once this pretty stun had a cute one, now it's worn and shitty. Often out her butt sag, she hangs with ravers and fags and gets more dirty on the low down the boss skag. Silk degrees, her knees are scarred. She's been barred more than a thug from city pubs by security guards. Sards wonder soap, couldn't scrub the slurry cleaner. Half the germs she's got in a grubby fiend for ease and coke. Speed, smoke, booze and pills give so many cheap thrills. They call her Blueberry Hills, and it makes me feel ill to think this chickie who was once mine isn't too picky about which sticky her lippy runs rings around. And now and then she call me up with well wishes, blowing me kisses and reminiscing about when she was my missus. But this is the past tense. She burned me like incense and wrenched apart my heart, so I told the wench to whack off and back off. I'd rather jack off than be caught alongside her in the bed with my dacks off. Rightfully so, it hit harder first. The start was by far the worst bit, and shit, I even thought my heart had burst. But I can see clearly now the pain is gone, and
now she's the one who's the lonely one. I used to be in love with this bitch. How close attitudes real rude was that ass. Now she's leaving, flipping and crying.
Cause I'm on with the next girl.
Alright, I'll see you later, girly girl.
mic sessions overrun by dud crews, flooding the pieces still with that cumbersome spiel of crud that spews out with each mouthful of pour flows. And all those acts with pre-recorded formats and tacky floor shows, scoring low scale grades. Nowadays there's more frail brigades invading the stage and blades on the esplanade, parading their play raps that lack nuts like spray cats. You might catch us more wasted kids, bibs and placemats, but I just erase the whack, dire straits, jargon, flyweight spit with shit as complex as carbohydrates and rich with consistency. My lyrical abilities driven beyond the norm when I perform. The system split to three. I'm all for new talent, but you haven't even developed basic training technique, and yet expect to get respect like a vet. Letting leak the weak flows, it shows no thought process. You ought to be ashamed like getting caught in cross-dress. The unparalleled array of wordplay intertwined, per lines of back and spine of any track that I'm the mastermind behind is on with total perfection. Each selection a dialect that I elect, expectedly a sick literary collection, etching each syllable and breath coordinatingly, yet in extraordinary fashion to make accordingly fitting. Splitting, sitting, duck MCs, heads in half with just one paragraph's rough draft. I have my laugh at the lethargically half-hearted scripts you suckers' lips let slip on the loose, but I'm no longer amused by these amateurs who all squawk that all too common talk of how they keep it real and an appeal to just pop like a cork on a scene and walk away with the cream instead of scrubbing up their semen and coming clean like oxyacetylene. Torches, I just scorch these nauseous newcomers who put on fronts like porches. I contort and twist each little bit of wit I write till it sits nice, precisely in sync, sticking like skin tight skimpy skirts, grip a chick's butt to tracks that we stitched up. You're depleted cheat of rap slaps, that's where you keep your beats pitched up. Poetic whiz, I bury pathetic kids who think about as real as prosthetic limbs and still got enough nerve to stuff mics with tough words. You gagging like the first time a chick sucks or pops herb, thinking that stuff you blurt out whispers a crowd. I now I got the word out. Next open mic you weren't allowed on stage. Save the charade for the gay mighty graph parades and raps are played more than tracks and cuts from Ladi Dadi made and hardly laid. Much of a strategically structured set of lyrics, just some gimmicks, stricken uninventive shit you suckers mimic and more. Like a child with a pet, you sporting stars warm more than Westie sets in flannelette.